Hello again, you wonderful people. 'Tis I, back with another weekly video, asterisks, whenever they appear on a weekly basis. There may not be a video next week. Please remember I'm doing a marathon on Sunday. It has been about 8 years since I did a marathon. I didn't have fun last time I did one, but I was younger and fitter then, so I don't see myself being in a condition to run a marathon and then do a video for next week. But who knows? Maybe I'll surprise myself. That's very unlikely. I did receive some posts this week. It is the latest two Jean Rollin films from Indicator, Girls Without Shame, also known as Schoolgirl Hitchhikers, and The Iron Rose, La Rose de Fer, which I think I've seen The Iron Rose before, but I can't remember. Jean Rollin is someone I've spoken about before, and I did have a collection. It was either the Redemption DVDs or the DVDs that were distributed via the Dark Side magazine, which at the time were the best versions that I could find for Jean Rollin movies. He is very it's a cop out, but I'll say a very acquired taste. Yeah, very much an acquired taste, but I think worthwhile, especially if you're into movies that are trying to be interesting and artistic on limited budgets with limited resources. I think there are moments in Jean Rollin's filmography that really shine, that really overcome everything that is kind of going against them. And there are a few, outstanding choices that I can't think of right now because all of the titles blur into one. Look, Fascination is fantastic, and it helped me fall in love with Brigitte Lahaye with a massive scythe, or whatever the name of it is. And the Living Dead Girl is absolutely brilliant. I think we did cover some of these movies on the podcast for a special in which I was scuppered again by my co-hosts picking a couple of terrible choices to throw in the mix. These are, as usual, stacked. Now, you'll notice, perhaps, I have just gone for the Blu-ray copies of these. These are released in Blu-ray, and there's also a 4K edition. I can't remember if it's 4K and Blu-ray. I don't think it is. So if there's an option, I'll just go for Blu-ray. If there's no option, I will sometimes go for 4K and kind of future-proof some of my choices. Lots of extras on here. This has quite a bit on there from Tim Lucas. So there's a commentary track. There are some other, where had I seen? There was an audio commentary on a short. There's a bit of interpretation of poetry on there, the Yellow Loves. There are lots of different things on here. Like, that is, if you wanted to pause the screen and look through everything, that's it. Worthy contributors for a worthy director, including Stephen Thrower was a name that stuck out at me. Now, Girls Without Shame. I don't think I've seen this, although Schoolgirl Hitchhikers sounds like a kind of title I would have seen. Again, lots of great extras in here. Both of these come with a little book as well, as all of the Rollin movies have. Again, if you wish to pause the video, you should be able to see everything there. I think they're wonderful. These came together 404-405, and I can't recall what numbers are now missing, but obviously the titles that will appear will be the spine numbers that are making up that filmography selection that are being released by Indicator. Now, On a slightly different note, you may notice that this is a 4K Ultra HD, Dirty Harry. This is a 4K that I picked up because it's a nice steelbook, and it has the Blu-ray as well. So there's 4K, there's Blu-ray. Dirty Harry, the Dirty Harry film series is something that I now have in multiple formats. I have the old, I think it's a DVD box set, and I have them on digital, and they look gorgeous already. Anyway, Dirty Harry opens with those clear blue skies, bright sun shining, and the villain Scorpio looking to pick his target to snipe, and that's it's a great opening, and it still looks stunning as it's been kept clean and tidy over the years. But this was quite a lot of money, and I wouldn't buy it just for the disc and the special features. Although having said that, special features include commentary by Richard Schickel, 5 featurettes: Generations and Dirty Harry, Lensing Justice, the cinematography of Dirty Harry, American Masters career retrospective, Clint Eastwood Out of the Shadows, Dirty Harry's Way, Dirty Harry the original, 2 documentaries, Clint Eastwood, The Man from Malpaso, Clint Eastwood, A Cinematic Legacy - Fighting for Justice, and an interview gallery. Very nice. I cannot recall if many of these are exclusive to this release or if I have them on our releases. But also, oh, what's this? Scorpio Killer, a criminal file. And if you read the back, you get the film in 4K UHD and Blu-ray, steelbook, rigid slipcase, double-sided A3 poster, Scorpio crime scene map, police file envelope, suspect profile card, ransom note card, 5 times double-sided character cards, 4 times double-sided behind-the-scenes cards. As you can see there we go. That is what should be in the package. Those who know me on social media know what's coming. Poster, present and correct. I never really know what to do with posters. I should always frame them. Double-sided production cards, present and correct. How many of these did it say there were? Remember. Said 4. 4 double-sided behind-the-scenes cards. 5 double-sided character cards. So on one side you have a character, and on the other side, actually, I don't think that counts as double-sided. That is essentially a postcard. There we go. Clint Eastwood, Inspector Callahan, Harry Gardino, Lieutenant Al Bustler. He's there again. I'm going to say not double-sided. Because if one side is blank, I mean, that means you can call anything double-sided if the other side is blank. So, we've got the 4 double-sided behind-the-scenes cards. I do acknowledge that. 5 double-sided character cards. I'm loath to say that is correct. I don't think that is correct. What say you? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm being pedantic. Pedantic. It's always strange when you have to correct yourself in the pronunciation of the word pedantic. It seems very pedantic. Suspect profile card. Ba-boom. I do like that. That's quite nifty. You could say that's a double-sided suspect profile card because it has the same backing as the character cards. Let's not forget. And a ransom note card. To the city of San Francisco, I will enjoy killing one person every day until you pay me $100,000. If you agree, say so tomorrow morning in personal column San Francisco Chronicle, and I will set up meeting. If I do not hear from you, it will be my next pleasure to Kill a Catholic Priest, Scorpio. There we go. Double-sided, of course. Yeah, you get the idea that I'm mocking them. And but what's that, you say, Kevin? I mean, on the back, it shows the Scorpio crime scene map that is in this package. What have you done with it, you wag? Please, just empty everything out. I've done nothing with it. They've not included that in the package any longer, and I found this out after receiving this on, I'm going to say Monday, and then immediately going online to see if I was the only person to miss the Scorpio crime scene card. So we have an expensive package, a nice film that has looked nice for years, a nice steel book, false advertising on the back because the double-sided character cards are not double-sided, and the Scorpio crime scene map is not there, despite, you know, just in case you keep doubting me, it is there. And yeah, like, massively disappointing, but I shouldn't really be surprised because this is Warner Brothers and this is their thing. So I want to warn you all. I got the special edition of Amadeus from Warner Brothers as well. A very nice package. Didn't have quite so much in terms of the supplementary extras that I thought this was going to have, but it was really nice. But it is only 4K UHD, and I believe it's either only the director's cut or only the theatrical cut. So I received it, like, that was there in the listing. I knew what I was getting, but when it arrived, I forgot exactly what I'd ordered because it was a lovely version of Amadeus. And then I looked and I was like, okay, it cost more. I'm a little bit disappointed that they didn't have the other options on there. Even just a Blu-ray added in for the other cuts. With Dirty Harry, obviously a similar feeling. Happy to have this set for a number of reasons. Disappointed that it wasn't the best it could be. And I think I've said this before. Many years ago in the UK, I kept trying to buy a DVD of Batman Returns with the commentary track on there. And every one I bought and then returned didn't have the commentary track. And you may think I'm being silly and stubborn by trying to just repeatedly buy the same thing. But I did so because, once again, with Warner Brothers and their canny marketing, it was always marked on the back of the box. It was one of the top special features listed. And again, digging around, it had been cut from the DVD rather than have one section removed or something done to change how it synced up slightly. It had been cut because there was a scene in the British version of the film that, for certification reasons, had been removed. And if I remember rightly, we're talking like 10 to 12 seconds. It was either, it may have been Catwoman putting aerosols on the microwave. It may have been someone using nunchucks. I can't recall. But for that reason, there was a trim to the feature. And because of that trim, there was no commentary track on the British DVD special edition of Batman Returns. But it was still on there. They never once bothered to redo the back cover to represent the product you were getting. And as far as I know, they just never changed it. I emailed them and had exactly zero response. And yeah, that was a major disappointment. Again, it's just Warner Brothers and their ongoing disdain for their customer base. So when you've heard stories about Warner Brothers over the past couple of years, it's nothing new. They're actually quite a horrible company when it comes to thinking of the movie fans and of their customer base. I guess it's not nice. I don't appreciate it. I'm sure there are many others who don't appreciate it. I may need to figure out ways to like stop giving them money in the future. It's frustrating, and it's just, you know, it's a way to get money off people by falsely representing the product they're being sold. That is what it is, and that is false advertising. That's exactly what that is. This product says that is in there. Like it says it. It has that visual on there, but that's not in there. But I have bought this product because I wanted the whole package. Not to mention the double-sided character cards. I mean, tell with it. They've got the money now, right? Doesn't matter. What are we going to do? I think we should try and be a bit tougher on Warner Brothers. I've seen a lot of people happy to have received this week. I'm happy for them. It's a glorious film that will look glorious in 4K. But I think more people should really, appreciate what has been left out compared to how this was sold. And I think more people should say, yes, it's nice and all, but Warner Brothers said it was going to be this, and this is what I received. So there you go. I think that's an important bit of valuable customer information for this week. And I don't know. What do you think? Do you think I'm being too picky about the character cards? Do you think, because the production cards are actually double-sided, that these can still be double-sided because they have a label there about Warner Bros. Does that count as double-sided? Maybe it does. I'm not sure. Do you think I should stop being a big whinger because I didn't get something like this that had the Scorpio crime scene map on it? I mean, I really wanted that. I thought it was a really funky and cool extra. So, is it the reason I spent over £40 on this? I can't remember what the cost was. Maybe £45 on a movie that I didn't really need for the movie alone. It's probably not the only reason, but it was definitely a motivator, and nothing I can do about it now. As I say, I just think other people should, I'm glad that people enjoy their purchases. I'm always glad for people to enjoy their purchases. Of course, it's it should make you happy to see people happy, but to do so with such an uncritical eye is kind of doing a disservice to other movie fans who might take note of what you're buying and may also jump in but not realise that they have been missold a certain bill of goods. That is it. I'll maybe see you next week. If I'm alive, I may not. Wish me luck. I'll drop the link one last time below for my fundraiser. Nobody's really clicked on it from these videos, so you could be the first. Enjoy it. And enjoy yourselves this coming weekend. If you're in the UK, it's a bank holiday weekend. If you have the bank holiday, then I hope you get to make the most of it. If you are working 24/7, I hope you get some just moments to yourself to relax, reset, do what you need to do. And thank you for checking out this rather longer than usual video. I hope it provided some relevant information.